And the craziest thing about the moon, and before I got into flat Earth, I could never wrap my brain around how if the moon is orbiting around us and it's a ball, why do we always see the exact same side? And they say it's a synchronous orbit. He goes, it's like holding hands with someone and spinning. Right. But still, even if it's a synchronous orbit, after a while, it would move a little bit. Eventually, we would see the fucking back of it, but we never see the back. Year after year, decade after decade, millennia after millennia, it's the same side of the moon. It's the same face. It doesn't even move like
a little
bit.
You would think, yeah. I mean, listen. I mean, even just some of the stuff. It's like, first of all, Pluto. That's what they taught me about a ton growing up, and then suddenly, 15 years ago, oh, Pluto doesn't exist. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Pluto wasn't fucking real. What the fuck?
They're saying there's a bunch of Plutos, so they can't count Pluto as a planet.
Yeah, they can't find him.
They'd have to count. It's crazy.
And then the speed thing, it's like, oh, we're spinning at this and we're going this. The numbers almost sound like something a kid would say.
Yeah, you know? A little brother.
Yeah, people,
60 million, 700 jillion, 37, 77.
How about the International Space Station supposedly is going 17,000 miles an hour around 17? I go, how you guys are supposed to? You guys dock on that motherfucker 4 times a year? You guys send a cargo ship with scientists, international scientists that you're gonna 4 times a year. You're docking on something that's going 17,000 miles an hour. Yet there's no footage of it. There's no footage. And the one thing that will prove that the Earth is round. The one thing, it's really easy. People say, man, you need to start a GoFundMe.
Yeah, what is it? What is the proof?
It's really easy. People always come up with this crazy shit like, start a GoFundMe, go to the edge, raise this money, go to the edge, fly, get on a rocket, fly it, see it for yourself. You wouldn't even believe it if you saw it for yourself. Okay. You don't have to spend, all you have to spend is $17.99, $17, go to Best Buy. Buy a fucking GoPro camera, put it on one of those goddamn scientists that go 4 times a year, put it on one of those scientists. I want an uncut video of them going into the rocket, even if it takes 17 hours, I'll watch the whole thing. Taking off, uncut, docking onto the International Space Station, getting off, and then looking back at Earth. If you could do that in one shot, I will shut the fuck up.
Okay,
one shot.
This actually brings
go to Best Buy.
To the edge with Eddie. Go to Best Buy. $17.99.
Easy. We don't need a GoFundMe. Shut the fuck up with that.
All right. So this actually brings up to what I wanted to ask you, and what's preventing me from going all on board with flat Earth is that you know, when you go on YouTube, you know, there's a lot of people with too much time and money on their hands, and they're buying weather balloons, attaching GoPro cameras to it. Or just any cameras and launching it up into space. And if you watch that footage,
I watched it. Yeah. Okay. There's no curvature.
Well, no, but because some of them don't go high enough.
This is what I know exactly what you're talking about. Most GoPro camears have fisheye lens.
Yeah, the fisheye lens.
Yeah. So you could tell that really quick. So a lot of people go, look, I could see the curvature. Go, dude, that is obviously fisheye lens. So the ones that go up without the fisheye lens, they go up. There have been balloons, a bunch of them go up. You can watch it on YouTube. The ones that don't have fisheye lens, they go up 110,000 feet, 110,000 feet, 121,000 feet. They go up there and there's zero curve. And it was brought to Neil deGrasse Tyson's attention. They asked him this. He says this on video too. They said, Neil, because Neil is one of their puppets. He's the one.
I don't trust him, man. He's a patsy.
Exactly, totally. He's part of the club. They go, we need a scientist who's a good talker, and he's funny and charismatic. He's an actor. That guy's an actor. He's like Bill Nye the Science Guy. Those are actors. Yeah. They're trying to push the science agenda. But anyways, so when they asked Neil deGrasse Tyson, they go, how come with these amateur balloons we're not seeing any curvature at 121,000 feet? And Neil deGrasse Tyson said, that's not high enough. You need to go way higher.
Of course.
The Earth is so big. That's what he said. But then they got all these people saying, dude, look out, get on a plane and look out a window. You could see the curve. Go, dude, that's 35,000 feet. And if Neil deGrasse Tyson is saying at 121,000 feet, you're still not high enough. And that's the max for these balloons. They can't get any higher. Yeah. If he's saying you need to go higher to see the curve, then how the fuck are people saying they see it at 35,000 miles on a plane? It doesn't make any sense. That does not make any sense. If anybody can explain that, Neil deGrasse Tyson, your own boy said that shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Even like a patsy, you create one, they're going to mess up every now and then. They're not going to get it all right. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to always say the right thing.